Welcome to the push. That's our music. That's our theme music.
Oh, it's pretty tough.
I'm Steve Machine Curran,
Kevin Big Daddy Allwood.
and we're up to episode 22. Kev,
We are.
we had a bit of a hiatus.
Yeah, we've missed it a wee while, haven't we, Steve?
Yeah, all my fault.
Yeah, Steve's cancelled about 4 times maybe.
4 times?
At least 3.
At least 2. You got some big news. I think we should open with that.
Skip your cancelling.
Oh, well, look, we can talk about it briefly. I've got a whole fucking thing about it. I've had a fucking tough month, and I was thinking today. I got up and I was like in a bad headspace again, and I thought about my dad. My dad died at 63, very young and fit, healthy 63. Like there's a lot of him in me, like the stuff like the discipline, getting up early, doing beach runs, jumping in the ocean. That's all my dad.
He did all stuff like that.
He even when he was sick,
Fitness stuff.
Yeah, he's very fit. Played squash, went to the gym, and fucking just grabbed life by the testicles. Really upbeat, positive, just a fucking like the ultimate optimist.
How did he die?
So he retired at 60, and they travel a lot. But his first big European holiday in retirement, he noticed some blood in his stool, never got it checked, and got home and found out he had bowel cancer.
Oh fuck!
He fought it for 3 years, like went through chemo, and man, he was just staunch. You know, he just like during the end he started to give up, but I was thinking about him this morning, and both my mum and my dad died with dignity, and you know the stuff I've been going through, while painful, I'm all right, man. I've got my health, I've got my family, and I just thought, would my mum or dad, especially my dad, because he was such a optimist, would he want me? Would he want his firstborn son to be waking up feeling sorry for himself and feeling, you know, that life is not, you know, just not a wonderful gift that it is? And the answer is no. I mean, he wouldn't, you know, like as I said, he fucking had his life taken away from him when he was still at the peak of his life. He had no money problems. He had a good life in front of him. He had a wife that loved him, family that loved him, and he used to do things like he had a paddle board, and he would just take off and he'd say to my mum, I'm gonna go for a paddle board. And then 5 hours later, he'd ring my mum and say, I'm on Magnetic Island. I'm on that, like, he'd cross shark-infested waters.
Oh, wow.
on this paddleboard and end up on an island,
Yeah, wow.
which takes 20 minutes by ferry. And he said, can you come and pick me up? That's the sort of guy he was. So, like, I feel like for me to do justice to him, I've got to live my best life. And that means being grateful, you know? I was thinking about, like we all go through shit. You've gone through some tough times in the last year. And I was looking at a lot of motivational stuff by Jocko Willink and The Rock and things. And, man, it's the same stuff we do. We fucking, you know, like I only lost my leg in 2010. And people said to me, oh, you know, you never squat again. I fucking squat, you know,
Back squatting.
6 months later I was squatting 260. So I think we should start our own motivational channel.
Motivational channel, yeah.
But I guess the learning is fucking whatever pain you have in life. I don't think you should be hard on yourself, because I tried that. I tried that for a long time. Suck it up and fucking man up doesn't work, you know. It works to a degree, but you have to be kind to yourself as well.
And putting things into perspective.
Yeah.
You know, like you did with your dad.
Yeah.
And like I have been doing. You know, my situation is pretty bleak.
Yeah.
But could be worse.
Could be worse.
Could be worse.
You know.
Yeah. Look.
Financially, it's bleak, but you've got a woman that fucking loves, adores you. You've got some beautiful kids, and on that note, you've got some good news for us. Some big news. Are you going to mention it? Are you allowed to? It's all over Instagram anyway.
Of course.
It's all over Instagram.
So, look, it was the 9th of February was my 2nd anniversary with my beautiful partner, Jade. We have a little boy who's now 4 months old.
Ace.
Anyway, she organised, without me knowing, a 3-night cruise on a cruise ship, just leaving Sydney, going around in circles a couple of times, and then coming back. 3 nights, just out in the.
Isn't that
in the
thoughtful?
ocean. It was actually really nice. Like it was great. Actually, it was. I had no idea she'd planned it. She'd organised for the kids to be looked after and all that stuff. So on that cruise, on a secluded deck at 11 p.m. One night I proposed to her.
You got down on one knee?
I did.
Was there tears?
There was from her.
Not from here?
No, not that I'm admitting to.
Did you have a speech? Like, did you have something planned that you were going to say? Or did you just
No,
you wing it? You winged it?
I winged
you
it.
wung it? Wing
I
it.
wung it.
Like you do today.
But then, after that had all happened, and the next day, I thought, I should have actually done it in front of the whole deck of people.
Oh, okay.
Got the guy on the mic to have everyone's attention, and then do it like in front of hundreds of people, and have her be all emotional. And
I think it's nicer by yourselves.
yeah,
More
look,
intimate.
I mean, I could have had someone film it, and it would have been, a big viral internet sensation, perhaps.
Oh, no doubt.
But
Especially given that you're half of the push.
That's right. That's right. All out thousands of listeners and viewers
Yeah.
would have like shared it 100 times.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, I didn't do that. It was just the two of us, and I dropped down, and she was like, "Oh, don't joke, don't joke." She thought I was having a laugh,
Okay.
but I was serious. So,
Imagine if you were having a laugh. That would be fucked, wouldn't it?
oh, that's
Just kidding.
That's
Who does that?
That's cold.
Yeah, who does that?
Because she
dropped a couple of hints, didn't she?
yeah, she did. So I had a ring.
Not very subtle hints.
So I had a ring ready.
Yeah.
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 So so that's that.
Yeah. So you're planning? You got a date, or I'm sure she's already.
Oh, she's already looking into it, but we've got a bunch of other stuff to keep ourselves occupied with for the next couple of years in terms of kids and houses and stuff. So it's going to be a decent engagement.
Yeah.
A couple of years.
A friend of mine said to me, "So is this Kevin's third wife, or
Or fourth?
only
or
number
fifth?
two? No,
Yeah.
Number two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did someone really say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Because unless they know you, it's hard to keep track.
It is hard to keep track, but
There's kids everywhere.
second time around, I didn't get married.
No.
Yeah.
And it's nice that your first wife and Jade get on well.
They do.
Yeah, because they're both good people. Like you said, they're both good people.
They are.
And good people can get on.
Well, they're normal people.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
normal people like
Yeah,
other people.
That's right. Exactly.
Don't dislike them for no reason.
Yeah. She had some car problems on the way over. I'm not going to go into that because I don't think it serves you well.
It's just talking in a generalised
Sure.
tone.
Sure.
Yeah.
So the Lamborghini broke down.
I know. It's
I told you
practically
not to leave the lights on when
it's practically brand new.
Yeah.
And I had battery trouble.
Were you embarrassed pulling over? Because where were you? Bexley North?
You don't even know where that is.
No, I know, but it's not the sort of place you should be driving a Lamborghini either, is it?
Well, you know me. I like to show off to all the suburbs.
I think that's cool. I think the term is stunting.
Stunting.
Is that right?
Yeah,
That's what
maybe.
Fiddy calls it, stunting, when you drive around in your hot car. So you going to the Eminem concert?
Yes, I am.
Fuck, man, I didn't get organised.
You dumb bastard. That's right. You've been to see him before, though, didn't you?
Yeah,
So-
I really want to take Bianca.
yeah. Is she that much of a fan?
Yeah.
More than just like Lose Yourself and...
No, man, she knows lyrics and shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Bianca loves her music. It's something that we really bond on. I love it. Like when I get the chance to take her to school, we just chill, listen to music.
Mm.
She said,
Eminem.
Anything.
Right.
She said, "Daddy, can you not sing though?"
But to know Eminem lyrics, that some of them are pretty...
Yeah, I know. I'm not
Not just the cursing, but like there's
some themes that are not appropriate.
themes and like, does she knows the words?
Yeah, but look, I tell you what, man. Like her little posse of little Girl Scouts at school, they're all like. She said to me the other day, I was speaking to, I think it was Sophia. I was speaking to Sophia, and I really want a Porsche 4-wheel drive when I grow up, but she wants a G-Wagon.
It's like that kid on Dr. Phil. That
I know,
was
right?
upset about a G-Wagon.
I know, but these...
I mean, wanted a G-Wagon because all she was getting was a brand new Mercedes.
Yeah, that's what they talk about. That's how my daughter talks.
You mingling with those, like...
No, none of them got that.
multi-millionaires?
Oh, no, not at all. Not really. They got some money, but, not ridiculous. So she's listening to... At the moment, she's listening to Billie Eilish, who's this 17-year-old.
Male or female?
A girl.
Never heard of her.
She's pretty talented, man. Like, she's been writing songs since she was 11. She's 17 now. She's got, like, grey, purpley hair. Like, big voice.
You mentioned her the other time. Is she...
She's, like, sort of indie.
Did she come up on YouTube or something? Or how has she been discovered?
Oh, Bianca knows. Like, that's the thing. It's cool now because she's into...
No, I don't mean how did Bianca discover her?
Oh, I don't know. She's been writing songs. She actually released her first album on a Interscope label.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So she actually...
But there's a song called My Boy, which is worth listening to. It's a good song.
About her boyfriend.
Yeah. And then...
You think I should listen to that?
I think you should. No, she's got big voice.
Okay.
What you shouldn't listen to is Ariana Grande's new song, which is Break Up With Your Girlfriend. Have you heard that? Mm-mm. That's the other stuff that Bianca's listening to.
What, so is Ariana Grande saying she's going to break up?
Here's some lyrics. Break up with your girlfriend, yeah, because I'm bored. You could hit it in the morning, yeah, like it's yours. I know it ain't right, but I don't care. Break up with your girlfriend because I'm bored. That's what Bianca's favourite song is at the moment.
Does she know what hit it in the morning means?
I don't know. I'm hoping she thinks it's like playing tennis or something. Hit it in the morning like it's yours.
Yeah. Hitting it in the morning is always good fun. Not that I've done that for a long time.
Morning wood. I remember Ariana, because Bianca and I used to watch Ariana Grande in a show called Victorious, which is a kid show, when she had red hair and because she's really little, she's tiny, right?
Was she young? She was like it's like a Mickey Mouse Club sort of
Sure,
deal.
but it's actually a good fun show,
right?
And she still sang, and it was set in a performing arts school, and she was this ditzy sort of.
Oh, it was a sitcom.
Yeah, it was good. It's a good show. Bianca and I watched like continuously as she grew up, so she's followed her career, and now I don't know. She's just Ariana. What are you doing? You're like 4 foot tall.
So it's a bit like OPP. Thing.
Yeah, I guess so. Break up with your girlfriend because I'm bored. It's like break up because I'm bored. Like she gets what she wants.
Yeah, I bet she does get what she wants.
She's apparently a real diva.
Have you seen her?
Oh, misbehaving?
No, just video of her.
Yeah. But you see, it's all angles, and like she's a tiny little girl. Like she's trying to make it look like she's got a butt when I'm sure she hasn't.
Yeah.
Oh, she has a butt, obviously, but I don't think it's like a. I don't think there's much junk in the trunk, so to speak.
Right.
As opposed to the girl that I'm listening to at the moment, which is Badass B, is the group.
Is she Russian? Is it Russian?
She's actually Sardinian, Sardinia is an island off Italy,
right.
which is where Franco Colombo's from. I don't think they know each other. Do you want to show the listeners or the viewers what this girl looks like? This is Fishball G, and
can you see that? There we go.
What's not to like there? Like, I have no idea what they're singing about. They've got a song at the moment called Fresh. But, damn.
Is that the song you queued up for me?
Yeah. It's nonsense.
It's all right in terms of a
catchy,
song. Yeah.
But
they're couple of girls that rap in Russian, basically.
Well, I don't know if it's Russian or
whatever it is.
It's a language that isn't English.
Sounds like
Sounds Russian.
Sounds like a very exotic Eastern European language.
They actually look like they're Russian workers.
They're in the snow. And they're touching themselves quite a bit.
Yeah.
And taking their clothes off and stuff. It's not a bad video.
No, it's a good video. It's a good video. I'm well impressed. And they've got all the tats and everything.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, so Badass B.
Are they popular in their own country?
I can't even find them on Wikipedia. Like I've seen they've got a lot of stuff on YouTube.
How
and
did you find them?
Because I was looking at a tattooed chick's Instagram page. Like, what
do they have those?
Isn't that where you met Jade?
Basically.
They it's one of those random generic girls with tats pages, and she came up and I sort of did some creeping and then found her Instagram page, which is fishball_G. So, if you like hot tattooed European chicks that look like they used to be escorts, and they're rapping, check it out. The song is called Fresh by Badass B.
Badass B. Yeah.
You see a lot of that in Thailand, don't you? Have you noticed that? Like these older men, well, older, they're probably our age, but they're obviously not in the shape that we're in.
No.
And then with these super hot
Young Thai things.
No. Oh yeah, but
Oh, the
no,
Russian
the Russian girls do all the work and just really serious.
Did notice some Russians.
Like it would kill them to smile.
Yeah, they're very. What do they call that? Resting bitch face.
So a lot of that in Singapore, we stayed at that big place called the look at my hands. Look at I've got fake tan on my hands. Because I need tan.
Yeah.
What's it called? Marina Bay Sands.
You put fake tan on top of your melatonin.
Yeah, it's more is better in every facet. You should know that by
So
now.
melatonin, fake
Melanotan.
melanotan, fake tan, and sun.
And sun. No more solariums. I don't do solariums anymore.
What
I
year?
draw the line at that.
Did you cut that like years ago? Decade ago or something?
Bit closer.
Okay.
A couple of years ago.
Okay,
When I
so-
started getting bits cut out of me.
Okay, so back to what were we just saying? Oh,
I can't remember. I've gone already. Just in Singapore, same thing.
Oh, yes.
In the Marina Bay Sands, we stayed there one night because it's very expensive. And you're walking around. It's very glam, like super glam place.
is it always at a 5-star hotel or something?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's the one that's suspended in the sky. It looks like a ship in the sky in Singapore.
It's suspended in the sky.
It's on these 3 columns. It's amazing.
Yeah, right.
And the pool is then like this infinity pool that looks out over Singapore.
Was that before you had kids?
No,
You
this
were
is
there?
at Christmas 2017
Ah,
when we still had money.
yes.
So
Before you invested everything into the plush
yeah,
studios.
into that, yeah.
Yeah.
So but you see these guys, these Russian guys, and they're not in the best shape. They've got speedos on
Oh, yeah.
with a dressing gown, all the gold chains, and they're walking around the foyer like that.
Or with a robe on.
Yeah,
Hotel robe.
Yeah, with thongs on, and like they're moneyed up. Who's going to tell them not to? But it's not a good look.
No, on the cruise ship, I contemplated wearing a robe down the hallway, and I thought, nah, I did not do that.
It's not.
No. So I
I've
didn't
got
do it.
one.
I didn't do it.
Do you have one?
No.
I always
A
thought it.
dressing gown.
Yeah, like a toweling dressing gown, like a robe.
Do you have a nice pink one?
I always thought it because my dad used to have one, and it's just something about dads walking around in them with it, just testicles.
Swinging,
Yeah,
dragging.
yeah. If you, I don't have any, so it doesn't matter. But the reason I wear it is because I have my shower in the studio in the Zen garden of the
You do.
Push Studios.
Put your Buddha in there yet?
Not yet.
You should.
I will.
And some fern, some
Yeah,
shit.
I will. And then
Pebbles.
after the shower, I dry off and I wrap up in my dressing gown, and that's when I meditate and pray.
Yes.
So it feels like the right thing to do.
Meditate and pray. Do you actually pray?
I meditate first, and that gives me like a bit of I try to get a bit of serenity and peace in my head, and then I pray.
You really pray?
Yeah,
Pray to what?
fuck whoever will listen to me. Yeah,
You should pray to Odin or something like that.
doesn't really matter. God of your understanding.
I didn't know you were religious.
Well, I'm spiritual. Don't mock me, man. What's wrong with that?
So
Right, you praise?
You read your star signs?
No, it's not. It's nothing like that. It's not like a man in the sky. It's just yeah,
Just what, being grateful and shit?
yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah,
alright.
yeah.
What do you call that? Praying, though?
Well, it's
Praying invokes religious connotation
only
as
if you.
soon as you say
well,
the word.
yeah, only if you wanted to, though. It's
Nah,
not,
it
not,
does.
I'm
It
not
does.
talking about structured religion. I'm not praying to a Catholic God or like a God of
That's
God,
what-
God of judgment.
That's what one assumes as soon as one hears
Yeah.
the word pray. One pictures a church, hands together, Jesus or God or
Altar
someone,
boys.
someone to,
Getting.
altar boys.
King. No, look, I'm just my thoughts on prayer is that if you're going to speak to someone, if you're going to talk to yourself, rather than talking to yourself in your own head, why not talk to some sort of
Oh, so words come out of your mouth?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You find that's good?
I find it's better than talking to myself.
Yeah.
Better than
So first you got talking to someone else, then there's talking just to the air, and then talking to yourself. Would that be the order of in terms of how relieving it is to like get that out. You know how it's good to talk to someone, even.
Look, ultimately,
Okay, let me restructure that. We got like a therapist or a counsellor, and then there's like us just with the push, and then there's like just talking to a mate,
yes,
and then there's talking out loud, praying, as you say. Then there's keeping it all in your head, which actually is further down there.
For sure. I mean, that's well, obviously, the worst of that is isolating and just doing your own head in,
yes,
which is what I'm apt to do.
Yes,
most of the time.
You're good at that.
Don't I?
You got some experience.
Yeah, and the thing is, I was thinking about therapists as well, and the self-pity and stuff like that. Therapists can really fuel that sort of feeling that you've, childhood trauma.
Oh, the negativity, get you thinking about it.
Well, get you supporting it, going, yeah, you know what, I have had it really tough,
And what you think that could be detrimental?
Well,
if you dwell on that negative aspect,
I think you could sit in it if you wanted to. Woe is me.
But you know how, as you've said to me, a problem shared is a problem solved. Is that what you say? Is that the phrase? Yeah. So maybe there's like a method to that madness. Get it to your frontal lobe or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
And you're thinking about it.
Just verbalize
in the present.
Sure.
Rather than having it back there, knowing it's there and not really focusing on
it.
Yeah. Bringing it to the front and actually having it in your thoughts so that you can articulate commentary about it to somebody.
And purge it. Because sometimes it's just a matter of actually...
And as a consequence of that, purge it.
Yeah.
So maybe it's, like I'm saying, I think what you were hinting at then was that a therapist there can be a negative aspect if it brings up too much negativity and you're dwelling on it, thinking about it all the time. That's what you were kind of angling
if you let it become your narrative, like if I've had childhood trauma and so maybe, this and this is the case and it will never change. Like where's the if there's not a transformative aspect to it at some stage, I stopped going to a therapist, a different one I had a few years ago because it just kept rehashing the same stuff.
Right.
It's like how much time do you want to spend on knowing why you act out in these ways? Ultimately, you've got to change the behaviour.
Absolutely, right? As you said, ultimately, but there's an acknowledgement of the action
reason
or the reason or the activity or the habit. You've got to acknowledge that and kind of admit it and get it out there as a stepping stone to the end result, which is being okay with it or dealing with it, with the issue.
Or you could just go to the gym and lift some very heavy weights.
Well, that's what I do.
Fuck, man, but you know what? Like I've done that for 30 years, and it does provide relief, but it's a lot of it is just it's fleeting at that time, for me anyway. Like I trained legs on Wednesday, had a great leg workout with my mate Adam, and felt really good for a couple of hours afterwards.
You guys do that every day. Just do that every day.
I actually messaged him and he said, "How are you going today?" And I said, "Oh, I feel a bit shit now, actually." And I said, "Well, maybe we should just train legs all the time." He said, like continuous squats, just continuously.
All right, forever.
Yeah, like what's that machine? What's that thing that hasn't been invented? Perpetual motion machine. Speaking of training, like ASN has two products. Both of which I tried on leg day. They have an energy drink called Bang.
Yes, is it a pre-workout?
No, it's a drink. It's like a Rockstar or a Red Bull.
A V or something.
Yeah, but there's no sugar, and it's got amino acids in it, and it tastes really nice, and it's a half a litre. So I had this drink called Bang, and there's a new pre-workout powder called Bring the Chaos.
Right.
So I was thinking, those two products, Bang and Bring the Chaos, pretty much like my weekends used to be.
Mm-hmm. How was the Bring the Chaos Bang combo?
I brought the chaos. No, I squatted 180 for reps, and then squatted 140 for about 16 reps.
180, 4 plates a side.
Yeah, that's what I do on the regular.
That's heavy.
Yes, yeah. So it felt alright.
I just realised you stocked the shelves over there with Tiffany and Co. Are those?
She's so spoiled.
Are they? No, that's our shelves. And
sorry. Yeah, sorry.
You just stock them just for like.
Oh, just for our bitches.
Yeah.
Just throw some gifts out for our bitches.
For real, Tiffany.
Yeah.
Wow.
You got to keep them happy. That's for the
damn bitches must be loving it.
They've got to keep, the 2 Brazilian masseuses.
Oh yeah, got to keep them in line. Keep them.
This is so inappropriate.
Got to keep them happy.
Oh, we do.
Shower them with Tiffany. Shower them with silver. Not
bodily fluids.
Not if you can.
That's pretty good, man. It's 25 minutes. I mean, it's the first time we've talked about gratuitous sexual stuff.
You can control that bodily fluid action
through Kundalini Yoga. Kundalini Yoga?
Have you ever done that?
No, fuck, man. I just blow and go. That's not true. That's not true. Sorry about that. I don't know where that came from.
Oh.
Have you? Have you really?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I've never done that either.
Yeah.
No. Well, not like strictly
edging.
Not strictly as a plan. You can. There have been occasions when you build up and then just pull back right at the last second.
It's called edging.
Edging, and you can do that like half a dozen times to extend the whole process.
Fucking hell.
I must admit I haven't done that for a long time.
You know the biggest fallacy, and I know some. Having a wank before you go and have sex with someone. It's such that stupid idea.
Not when you're 15.
Oh, yeah.
16.
Oh, okay.
I did that as a teenager.
Did you? Just to
16.
sort of so you didn't come so quickly.
Yeah.
Okay.
It worked.
How did it work for you?
Yeah, it was good. It was the second girl I ever had sex with. I was 16.
But she
invited me over to the house. I knew it was on.
Right.
So it must have been, I don't know, maybe a couple of hours before.
Right.
Yeah, I thought.
But when you're 15,
you can't leave the house with a loaded weapon. You see.
Yeah, good point.
Right. I think guys do that into their 20s, even when they go out.
Fucking not anymore.
So that the focus isn't completely about getting your rocks off. At least not for the first couple of hours. You can hang with your mates and have a couple of drinks.
Why are your mates there for?
Oh, if you're going out, I'm talking about guys going out.
I thought it was like some group sex.
No. Not going out with a loaded weapon when you're going out.
Oh, okay.
Because otherwise, it's just the thought of trying to get laid is just always there, and you're trying to bang everything inside.
Remember that?
But as a teenager, I did practice that when I was having my first sort of couple of years of sexual encounters.
But the thing is, at 15, you would have been jerking off continuously anyway.
That's
what
right.
I mean? So
that's
like
right.
whether
I was already up to number 3 for the day.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Whether you're going to see someone or not is immaterial, really.
So, but Kundalini Yoga stuff, not strictly.
No, Sting was really into it apparently. But the goal was not to come though at all. I'm like,
right. But when you say edging, the
Yeah.
technique that you've described as edging, or the technique I described that you named as edging, if you eventually do get to orgasm, it's tremendous.
It's a lot more explosive.
It's spectacular.
It's a lot more explosive.
Yes, it is. It is, and it's more intense. So I get that as a technique.
Yeah.
But if you actually don't ever get there, wouldn't that just be frustrating?
Well, you're supposed to have like some internal sort of thing happen, aren't you?
Oh.
I don't know. I don't.
An implosion.
I don't think it's probably good to keep all that semen inside you all the time.
You've got to get rid of that fucking poison.
Especially if it's not yours. Sorry.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
God, we just fucking went fucking
You got
hit
some
the
more
bottom of the
stories?
barrels pretty quickly there.
Would you care to elaborate on that?
Actually, funnily enough, I was going to leave the shout outs till later, but I ran into your main competition, Carlo from Food for Fitness.
Oh, he's doing very well.
He's done very well. He's worked very hard,
yes.
and he's as big as a house at the moment.
Right.
But he said, I love your podcast.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and I was like, man, what?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. He said, Steve, all the gay stuff that you joke about, I know it's only a joke. I'm like, thanks, man.
Oh.
But so he's big now at the moment. I don't know if you've seen him lately. But he's fucking huge up.
I know he's massive from the waist up.
Well, that's the thing. He's got the Steve Mack knee injury from decades ago. Can't train my legs anymore.
Is that what the excuse is?
Yeah, it's actually a medical term. The Steve Mack leg injury from decades ago.
Yeah.
which doesn't enable him to do any sort of leg workouts. Nothing.
So he doesn't do nothing. No calves even.
No, because he's got the injury. It's a car injury from a long time ago.
Gee,
but people probably say that about my upper body.
Just as well you never trained legs after you were told you'd never be able to squat again after your leg injury.
Right, yeah, after I nearly lost my leg.
It's that
and I was in
advice.
Surgery for 4 hours.
Yeah.
But people probably say that about my upper body, you know.
Oh,
between him and I, we make up a really good bodybuilder.
And also a really shit one.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, well yeah, that's right. Who was left with
the leftovers?
The leftover components.
The top half,
skinny legs and skinny upper body.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
And the Arnold twins.
Think about that. Yeah. But yeah, shout out to Carla and also Tony Valerdi who listens to us regularly.
Because you know that it would be his upper body and your legs that's the good bodybuilder.
Of course.
So it's your upper body and head and his legs.
Well, I won't be cutting ourselves in half anytime soon anyway. Tony Valerdi asked, when's the next podcast coming out?
Yeah,
it's been a while. Did he ask you as well, did he?
No, he didn't, but like it has been at least a couple of weeks.
Yeah, well, we're back. Look, we're here. We're back on track. We've got some good guests coming up.
Yeah.
So,
do you reckon there might be a leg transplant available in the future? Double leg transplant.
Dick transplant.
Dick transplant.
Yeah.
They've done a dick transplant?
Well, as part of my reduction surgery...
Yeah.
I donated mine to science.
Right, so you got a smaller one that's only about 8 or 9 inches.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I had to stop hurting people.
Who donated that to you?
No.
You're just talking about random people on the street that like walk into it and stuff?
Yeah. But no, so I donated the other 5 inches to science.
What did they do with that?
Well, they graft it on someone who's more needy.
Right. Maybe I could have had it.
You could have had it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in fact, there's been replica molds made of it for sex shops.
Wouldn't
that be good for your ego though? Sorry.
50 Cent did that.
Is he hung, is he?
He put out, I read an article that he was putting out this is years ago, shortly after he blew up. His favourite colour is blue, so he's making these blue dildos that were modelled on his own dick. So he had taken a mould of his own dick, probably girthed it up a bit and lengthened it up and said, this is an exact copy of my dick, so all the ladies could have 50 Cent. That was.
Do you know who Shane Diesel is?
No.
Shane Diesel is a man that makes me feel very inadequate whenever I see him.
Right.
He's this big black guy, obviously. And
I don't know who he's
well, he's
at all.
No, maybe not. Well, he made me feel inadequate.
Yes.
So he's a porn star. He actually moved to California to become a bodybuilder.
Right.
So he's a bit jacked, but he's a bit fat now as well. But he doesn't care because he's literally I'm talking this sort of thing, like that, and it's just like
Sean Diesel. What's his name?
Shane Diesel.
Shane Diesel.
Yeah, I fucking look at Gabriella's phone and her phone history. It's all Shane Diesel. No, I'm shaking, sort of, not really. Anyway, yeah, he's a fucking beast. He's a fucking beast.
Yeah, right.
And he, of course, has his own line of massive
sex toys.
Just one. It's just like
a big black thing.
Big black BBC, I think is the term.
That is the term.
Yes. You know what a snow bunny is?
A chick in the snow?
No. Well, snow meaning white.
Oh, white powder.
Snow bunny.
No, what?
So, well, given that we're talking about BBCs, snow bunny is a white girl that just wants the black cock.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do they exist?
Apparently. Yeah. Apparently. Let's move on, shall we?
They should create a genre of porn that's like that.
Google snow bunny. I'm sure it comes up.
It does. Snow bunnies and BBCs. It's probably a whole series of films.
I tell you, I've had to stop the porn.
Yeah.
It doesn't serve me well.
xnxxx.com.
But if you do want to look at some porn, I would recommend Legal Porno.
Legal Porno.
Legal Porno. I don't know where it's filmed, but these girls I tell you what, they're troopers. they're fucking warriors. I'll give them that. Legal Porno, man. Mad
I'm going to go and see what you're into.
Mad
Look
as
that up.
yeah, mad respect. Should we talk about some stuff?
Very accommodating, are they?
Massively accommodating.
L-E-G.
Legal.
Yeah, I've got it.
Porno. Yeah. The mind boggles.
Oh yeah. So look, we kind of touched over quite a few subjects there.
Yeah, we did. Sorry,
including my battery problems in the Lamborghini and the cruise ships and stuff.
Yeah.
So we kind of finished with the battery problem, got it sorted in the end. Although it delayed me massively. Anyway, the cruise ship, right?
Yeah.
You've ever been on a cruise?
No.
Actually, I quite liked it, and wouldn't be opposed to doing another one.
Right.
Like it would be quite nice to do a cruise that stopped off in places.
You can do some cruising down at Sydney Park.
Yeah, have you done that sort of
No,
cruising?
I haven't. But if
I'm that keen on cruising.
you could spend quite an evening there.
There was a documentary on TV, SBS or something maybe, the other night about all the gay men that were targeted in the 80s and 90s, bashed and then thrown off cliffs around the east.
Oh, in Sydney?
Yeah, all around like the Bondi to Bronte Walk.
That's terrible.
Where there's cliffs and areas around that area, gay bashing was a thing, and a bunch of men turned up dead, thrown over cliffs.
Jesus.
And there's all these cruising spots, beats, where they all meet up for illicit activity, and they'd find that there would be like gangs of
guys waiting to beat them up.
Yeah.
How fucking homophobic, like how gay but not comfortable with your sexuality must you be to want to beat up other guys having sex?
Yeah.
Right?
In the closet. It's fully
Fuck
closeted.
it, man. Fuck it. Why else would you want to do it? Like you hate yourself that much that you're going to go and attack
there was one example of a guy now interviewed saying that when he was in his 20s, he went to one of these, pulled up in his car, about to go across into this park to try and randomly meet some dude for some action. Yeah. And he saw another car pull up, and like 4 guys get out, all go to the boot of the car and get wooden clubs, and then they went off ran into the park, and they showed a reenactment of this, and then he stayed in his car just to see what would happen, and they got some guy, and they were belting the shit out of him, and he turned his car on. They didn't stop.
Right.
So he did a U-turn and came up and shone his lights on against them. They still didn't stop. So he was shit scared. He didn't want to get out of the car. He wrote down the number plate and he slowly drove past, and he reported the number plate. And the police got back to him and said that was an unmarked police car.
What the fuck?
Serious. And these guys had grabbed the wooden police batons out of the back and bashed the guy with wooden police batons.
Wow.
He didn't recognise them as police batons at the time.
No.
They got brought to the station. The senior cop went off and got one and said, "Is this what you saw?" It was the old style ones that had like a leather strap, not the American ones with the handle, but just a one sort of baton thing.
It's terrible.
Yeah, fucked up, man. No one ever got charged. It was a pretty brutal story. Anyway, so after I checked out those beats. No, I didn't go and check out those beats, and I'm not going to go and check out the one down the road from your house that you frequent. I'll stick to the cruise ships.
It would be really uncomfortable if we ran into each other.
It would be.
Fucking embarrassing.
It would be. Don't you go like disguised with like an eye patch or something?
Yeah, eye patch. I dress as a pirate.
Yeah. But cruise ships, mate. So on this cruise ship, they had 1,000 rooms. It's like a massive hotel on water.
Yeah.
1,000 rooms, probably a couple of thousand people. Each room can hold 2 or 4 people, so mostly couples, I would have thought. Quite a lot of singles. 7 restaurants, 2 theatres,
gym.
Yep, I use that each day. It was better than I expected it to be. Mm-hmm. Although when the ship moves,
you can notice it moving
when it hits. Yeah, when it hits some decent waves. Yeah. Okay. So I was doing chin-ups one day, and like one chin-up would be real easy because it would move to help me go, and the next one would be like 8 times as hard, trying to pull up against the way the ship's leaning. Anyway, there's like a hair salon and beauty spas and all sorts of shit on the boat, right? Kids' rooms. And each day they come and drop newsletters in your little pouch by your room door of what's on for the day, the events that are on. And there was one which I meant to bring today and I forgot, but there were the beauty spa was offering a detox treatment.
Okay.
Only $199.
Fuck.
Right?
What does that involve?
The detoxing
Kale enema?
guarantee like losing weight in 40 minutes, dropping kilos. It was some sort of wrap thing, right? Which just sort of sweated the
Alcohol.
water out or something. And it had all these guarantees, cleansing the liver and all this shit, right? You know that any claim of a detox is just a
That's
scam.
what your liver is for.
That's right. Your liver does that. Your kidneys do that. So it's just a scam. Like it really doesn't. Like you might be lighter on the scales at the end of the process, but you're just gonna have a couple of drinks and put that back on. So there's a if 10% of the people on the boat did it, let's say 10% of 2,000 people, it's 200 people times $200.
Yes.
It is $40,000
Yeah.
that they would earn for only 10% of the people taking up that offer. Thinking.
You spend some time
And
thinking
there are
about
quite
this.
a few fatties. I just think that it's a
scam.
and they make us a fucking fortune
But
potentially
it's
on
the,
there.
It's the same as personal trainers when they first start someone on a diet. We know someone that does this. They say, well, before you start your diet, we're going to have a detox.
Oh yeah.
And they film. You've got
Lemon
to
juice
spend
detox.
a shitload of money on supplements first, and then you actually go on this detox. Oh my God, you lose weight because you don't eat. You just have all this liquid,
Yeah.
and it's just bullshit.
It is bullshit.
The industry is full of that, though. So
Yeah. They chew this dandelion supplement and drink carrot juice with lemon for a week, and you should lose.
maybe just don't drink for a week. Alcohol.
Yeah. So I had a bit of a laugh about that detox scam, and I was going to show you because the claims were just. I mean, they looked great. If it did what it said, they'd be flocking there. But immediately I was like, this is a load of shit.
Yeah, well, it is, isn't it?
And as well as that on the boat. So on the boat you see a broad demographic of people from kids to young single dudes all like thinking they look good around the pool,
right,
to like couples and to fat people.
Just there for the inclusive food.
Massive humans.
Yeah.
Like
Really big.
gunts.
Yeah.
And
Sexy.
no. And obese kids.
Yeah.
I saw a kid on that boat. He would have had to have been 12 or 13, I reckon.
Yeah, how big?
Massive, like a big bulging head.
It's not good, is
Like
it?
no concaveness anywhere.
No
Like,
six-pack.
no.
No jawline like you've
No,
got.
no, nothing like that.
Or
No.
eye vein.
But just a big round head on a big round body with big fat arms, stuffing his face full of French fries every day in the restaurant.
Fuck heaven.
With a fat dad and a fat brother and whoever else he was with. It was just that he was in the worst shape out of all of them, and he was the youngest by far. It was disgraceful. I had to like check myself to not keep looking because of and the stuff they were feeding him, because you can get unlimited soft drink, and they're all
Ice
drinking
cream.
full sugar Coca-Cola.
Why do people do that? I don't get that.
I don't get that either. Other fatties are drinking full sugar Coca-Cola.
I don't
too.
understand why not drink. Look, if you're going to drink soft drink, at least drink sugar free. Speaking of junk food, I because I slipped off the wagon a little bit into McDonald's a few times.
Ah, did you?
Yeah, and it's funny how you can justify saying, "Oh, I'm looking a bit flat, looking a bit depleted." So to combat that, I'll have a couple of
McDonald's burgers.
double cheeseburgers with no pickles.
No pickles because you don't like them.
Don't like them.
Right.
I think that might push me over the caloric edge. Pickles.
Right.
No,
Sauce.
so I pulled up.
Sauce in there.
Yeah, I keep it. So I've done that for the last few nights, and that's part of my thing. I'm going to stop that shit because it's just eating. It's just eating because it's addictive. If I keep going, I'll be where I was last year, where I just couldn't stop that shit. And I worked hard to get in shape. I want to stay in shape.
So what the fuck are you doing?
I stopped.
Well,
I'm just
about time.
I'm airing it. I'm purging it. I'm just making it. I'm just making it known.
Okay, I had a mince pie.
There you go.
Yeah.
Is that for Christmas?
Mince and cheese. No, proper meat pie.
Right. Okay, that's not too bad.
It's not fish and vegetables.
It's not, is it?
No.
Have you watched Killing Eve yet?
No.
I fucking sent you the link.
You did send me the link. And
I
I'm
finished-
very grateful.
Man,
I'm very grateful.
I
haven't had an opportunity.
It's so good. It's so good. I just finished the season, and it's best thing I've watched for a long time.
Yeah, right. I will check it out. I did watch. I watched a movie over a few nights. I started watching this thing that was called Black Mass. And
Yeah.
It's
On Netflix.
Yeah, it's the story of a Boston gangster called James Whitey Bulger.
Yeah.
Right, he's Irish.
Yeah.
He's a big gangster in Boston, and Johnny Depp actually plays him in the movie, and you can hardly tell it's Johnny Depp. He's balding.
Yeah.
He's ugly.
Yes.
He's got discoloured teeth. He's fucking vicious.
I think I've seen parts of it.
Oh, mate, it's good.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. I liked it. But he's torturing people, and he's strangling people to death and shooting them in the face in car parks and stuff. All that good action stuff. It's a true story.
Black Mass.
True story, yeah. And it's a true story, but yeah, and I won't tell you anymore. But if you like that sort of genre of movie,
Okay. I'll check it out.
gangsters, it's mate at the end.
But that's
I won't tell you.
possible.
No, yeah, but there's FBI and people ratting and other people not ratting and on the run, and it's just pretty good, man. I loved it.
Did you? So we saw the Green Book at the movies with the girls. Viggo Mortensen is a. Do you know who Viggo Mortensen is?
I do.
He's so good.
He's a great actor.
Fuck, he's a good actor.
And I see you've got down there Lord of the Rings. He was in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, well, he was home. He was at 7 years old. He was sent to go to a boarding school in Argentina from New York, where his parents had moved, and then came back to New York, and he studied. And man, he's just an amazing actor. So he did Lord of the Rings. There's two movies that you have to watch of his. One is Eastern Promises, where he's it's a Russian mafia movie.
Yeah, I think I might have.
So good.
I think I've heard of this one.
Yeah.
And haven't seen it, but seen like a preview or something. And every now and then I'll write down a movie title that I want to see.
Eastern
I used to
Promises.
keep a list.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that was one of them because Viggo Mortensen is great.
Now the other movie you have to watch of his is A History of Violence.
Oh yes.
Have you seen that?
Maybe that was the one. Anyway.
But just his roles are so varied.
Oh yeah.
And then the one in this, he's this fat, aging Italian hard man that gets a gig driving Mahershala Ali, who's the black guy from House of Cards.
I know it.
He reminds me of Denzel Washington. He's got this presence, maybe because he's black and he's cool, but he's got this presence on screen, of real dignity in House of Cards. But in this, he plays this concert pianist in the 50s in America, and they've got to travel down south and play concerts. And the Green Book is a book which is given to black people where they're allowed to eat and stay. Right? So it's just fraught with racism.
Yeah. I've seen the ad for it.
Yeah.
I have seen the ad
So
for
Viggo
it.
Mortensen is this mafia guy who's eating, he's rough and New York Italian, and he has to look after him.
Right.
And he's, initially there's a lot of tension, but he just has his back. It's a pretty cool movie. And it's based on a true story.
Yeah, right.
The Green Room. But you can see it's wholly aligned to win multiple Oscars, You've got the racism element and the overcoming adversity. But it's still a good movie.
Did you take your daughter to see that?
Yeah.
How'd she go?
She's fine. She's fine.
Those adults. What rating is that movie? Adult rating.
M.
She's all right with M. She's 10.
She's 11 in April.
Isn't M like basically
15.
Jesus, that's early. I balk at letting my kids watch M movies. They have seen a few because they've seen all the superhero Star Wars and all that shit, which I think is.
So I don't know if that
That might not even be rated M.
No, I don't think they are. I think most of the superhero ones they're trying to make for maximum consumption.
Yes.
So PG, and I just think they're rubbish though.
Oh yeah, I know. I mean, then they start combining them, Batman versus Superman, and all that shit.
Yeah, like I don't know. At least she watches something like this. There's a couple of scenes which weren't great, but there's
Ultra violence, you mean?
no. Well, there's a scene where because the black guy is also gay, and so there's a scene where he gets handcuffed in a bathroom with another guy, and it's the Deep South, man. He's in deep trouble.
Yes.
But nothing. You don't see anything, but it's
Right.
implied, and so I mean, Bianca knows straight away.
Oh yeah, I just
happened to you
handcuffed in a bar in the Deep South
on while you're cruising?
No, actually, you're not allowed to take handcuffs onto that cruise ship. Like if all your bags go through an X-ray,
Right.
and if there's anything like any scissors or any weapons or anything like handcuffs, you could put someone in handcuffs and throw them off the boat.
Yeah, right.
Right. And that'd be
So
fucked.
yours got confiscated.
They didn't get confiscated. Jade's been on a couple of cruises in the past. She went with her sister once, and she got her bag. She got told that you have to come to pick up your bag from the such and
Because
such.
her Shane Diesel dildo got.
That's
confiscated.
right. So they took her dildo, wouldn't let her take it on the boat because it was a weapon. No,
Just a weapon.
scissors actually, scissors. And when they were there collecting their bag, when she was there collecting her bag, there was a couple there who were also collecting their bag,
mercy.
and they were told that their handcuffs
Weren't allowed.
were confiscated, and the woman was very embarrassed, and
course
the
she
guy
was.
was laughing.
That's
The
great.
guy was cracking up.
You can only laugh. You can only laugh.
I know.
Yeah.
So no, I haven't been handcuffed to a bar.
I don't get off on that at all, by the way. Do you into that?
Where was I getting going with that? I was saying something before you interrupted.
No,
me.
but can we just pursue this for a minute? Like, what's your thoughts on getting tied up or tying someone up?
Done it.
Not really.
Done it.
Don't really feel
Done
it.
handcuffs.
Yeah.
Done
Yeah,
tie up with
All that.
scarves and ties
Yeah.
and stuff on the bedposts and shit.
Yeah.
And look, unless you've got a partner that's really
Into it.
and really, if you're getting tied up, you're the one that's getting treated basically to everything, right? You just.
I think also there has to be an element of role play involved. Otherwise, it's just anything. Maybe. Not necessarily, but I think it would work better. It'd be more right.
There is a certain role assumed once someone's tied up,
Sure,
right?
Yeah, if you're tied up, you're someone's bitch.
But you know, tying up and
it's like the
food
it's like the edging. It's like the
involved.
edging thing. It's all too much of a hassle.
yeah, do it in your early 20s, and by the time you're
Oh,
our
man,
age,
you just want
you'd be lucky to even manage it.
Just lucky to get it up. Let alone find somewhere to put it.
That's right. That's
No,
right. You
it's
should
not
know
true.
where
It's
to
not
put
true.
it by now, though.
Our sexual prowess has never been
Questioned.
Never been
That's right.
questioned or better, ladies.
Elite level.
Yeah, if we do say so ourselves.
Fucking you've got to back yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, you said about the guy being tied up in the... I can't remember where I was going. I said that handcuffed to the bar, and you made a joke about me being handcuffed, and
Right.
I can't remember what I was going to say.
I don't know. We got some bodybuilding this weekend.
Is it this weekend?
Well, the state Arnold qualifiers for the IFBB are on this weekend, and we've got a lot of guys and girls competing from our gym.
So I know 3 competitors. I think Katie's just going straight to Japan to compete.
Katie's left for Tokyo to do her first Bikini Pro show. Shout out to Katie Morris. Good luck with that.
Good luck.
Stacey Steiner, the Dame of Destruction, as she's known on Instagram, is already a pro.
Yes,
So
pro
she-
figure.
So she's going to be competing at the Arnold's in the pro division. It's interesting watching someone like Stacey who has great genetics. How it just seems effortless her coming in for this.
I have noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't know what... I mean, she might be struggling with meals and stuff.
It doesn't look like it, man. It's the same as like watching Marcelo train. These people with great genetics, it just seems to happen. Like, and Stacey's body has just changed, and unlike some other competitors that we know, everything's there. You know, like the wide shoulders, the tiny waist, sweeping quads, and
I think she needs more glutes.
she's not going to get them squatting the way she does.
That's the only thing that she's lacking, I believe.
I agree.
She could build up a bit more
Yeah.
outwards
For sure. Yeah.
mass.
It's not going to happen hip thrusting 180 kilos.
No.
But yeah, that's an issue in itself. But I mean, I just think you can see when people have genetics on their side, things just happen. I had to fucking sweat, blood, and tears for every kilo of muscle I put on.
Yeah. So, but then someone comes in 10 years later and sees what you've got and thinks, "Oh, that guy obviously puts on muscle easily. Look at him."
Yeah, I've had that. I've had people. Oh, so you're naturally stocky.
Yeah. So, it's all relative. And best of luck to Stacey.
Yeah.
Best of luck also to Chris Cavalos.
Chris Cavalos.
He'd just go straight to the Arnold, wouldn't he? He wouldn't have to
No, he has to qualify still.
Does he?
We're still doing the show anyway.
Right.
He had his shirt off and did some posing for Paul Haslam yesterday.
Right.
He's so wide.
Oh, he's very wide.
And he's in great shape. He's a tank. I still think he needs to do deadlifts. I still think he's... I mean, granted, he permanently stands like this with his lats on, so it flattens your back anyway, but I just think he needs more posterior chain.
I think he needs more posterior chain too, but...
He's a freak, though.
Apart from that, he's fucking insane.
Yeah.
That would just complete him, I feel.
Yeah. And he's another one, though, like, I mean, great genetics on his... But he puts in work, man.
Oh,
like, he fucking works, and he doesn't complain. He just gets shit done.
He's also at the gym every Sunday on by himself training. I could drop off meals on Sunday night. He's there. He's there, like smashing it.
He just loves it.
Yeah.
Loves it.
And the food...
Yeah.
He eats a mountain of food every day.
10,000 calories in the off season.
He buys meat by the 50 kilos.
Yeah. Dozen eggs every afternoon before he trains.
Doesn't drink them, does he? Like your
No,
mate?
he's boiled.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Before training.
Yeah.
All that fat and protein.
Yeah, I don't know for how many of the yolks he has. Paul's pretty old school, so I don't think he'd have a lot of fat. But man, whatever he's doing is working. He's in great shape.
Fuck, he gets vascular, doesn't he? Some of those photos he's posted.
Yeah.
He's got like this road maps of lateral veins that come across his arm and his forearm and up onto his chest. It's fucking insane.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
He's a big boy. He's only young too.
Yeah.
Well, he's not much past 20, is he? I mean,
No, he's 27, 28.
Is he that old?
Yeah, but he's got...
Wasn't he a junior just a couple of years ago?
I don't know.
I think
He's got time on his side.
I don't think he's that old.
Yeah, maybe.
I think
don't
he's
know.
younger.
We'd have to refer back to episode, I think, 4 of The Push, where we did a bodybuilding wrap-up of the Olympia.
We did, with Chris.
I was thinking as well, looking at guests, I've got my mate Ben in talks with Yaki.
Oh, really?
Yeah, to get him on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And as well as Cerise. I think we should get Rania back on for another go.
Yeah, and Jordan.
And Jordan.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, they're good value.
We could even get Chris back
After the Arnolds.
competition.
After the Arnolds. Good idea. Yeah.
Do an Arnold wrap up.
Yeah, that's a great
we're
idea.
probably not going to make it down to the Arnolds, are we?
No, I'm not going to have time. No. I might go to... Nick Ocky wants to go on Sunday.
That's another one. Nick Jones.
Nick Jones is shredded.
Oh, Nick Jones competition day is going to blow everyone away.
I hope so.
He's going to... I hope he surprises people.
Yeah.
It's been like a 10-year...
Yeah, but he said when he started this, I'm not coming in to not win.
No, he's not fucking around.
He's a fucking warrior.
No, I know. He started with vascular...
He started in
body.
shape.
Yeah.
But I was watching him do calf raises just the other day, and like just calves are just like all just peeled,
Right.
just grainy.
Does he have calf mass?
Yeah, they're all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there was a point on his body that you thought that you would say might be considered a weakness by him, would there be one?
He showed me. He's saying his waist has got bigger over the years,
Right.
and which is not what you want in this category.
No.
And probably his shoulders aren't as big as they used to be. Shoulders used to be. I remember there's that photo of him with the blonde hair, blonde flat top, bleached blonde flat top, doing the most muscular like that, and his delts were just like capped out. So, but that's just an aging process.
He's pretty fucking well put together, that boy.
He is. He's
So
a good guy
best
too.
of luck to Nick. I hope he wins his category and gives the big boys. Oh no, he's doing classic, isn't he?
Classic.
So he won't be up against. He won't be up for.
No.
No. He could probably do under 80s or whatever weight he's going to come in at as well.
Probably.
Couldn't he?
Yeah, probably.
And win that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I was
best
thinking
of
of
luck
just
to
dropping
all.
some water and going in it. just jumping in.
Hey, mate, you'd probably clean up too.
Under 80s. About 84 at the moment.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How long you got?
What day is it? Thursday. 2 days.
Just stop drinking water from now.
That's how it works, isn't it? Stop drinking water, stop salt, take Lasix, end up in hospital.
What's that, a diuretic?
Yeah, fuck. I took quite a few back in 2000. I dropped 7 kilos in 10 hours.
Oh my God.
I was in the steam room at the City Gym.
I've actually... yeah.
Not to drop water. I was just hanging out.
Yeah.
No, I haven't told that story.
That's what I heard.
I told that story, no? In the steam room.
Oh, there was other guys there?
There was guys. I had Speedos on. I was in contest shape, fake tan on, and Gabrielle had to walk me to the bathroom because I was so weak from the diuretics. I was literally... You haven't taken strong diuretics, but you literally...
I know, I was going to tell you.
Out like
no, I know. Just to interrupt you, the first competition I ever did back in New Zealand, 97, dieting for 16 weeks or whatever, I rewarded myself with eating whatever I wanted. I planned to have 2 weeks of eating whatever I wanted. Within the 4 days, I'd put on 11 or 12 kilos.
Yeah, ankles blew up.
My whole legs were swollen up like a big fat kid. So I
Yeah.
went to the doctor. I said, my skin on my legs is starting to hurt.
Yes.
Because of all the
Scary,
fluid.
isn't it?
Fuck yeah. And he started to get those little spider veins and stuff.
Yeah.
He said, mate, you've got like 3 or 4 litres of water just under your skin on your legs. You need a diuretic. He prescribed me diuretics.
Yeah.
Popped the diuretic, put my feet up on the couch,
Yeah.
and was pissing every half hour.
It's a weird feeling, isn't it?
whole bladder full of piss.
It's weird, isn't it?
All afternoon. So I know it. And that's the only one time I've ever taken it as a remedy.
Prescription, yeah.
As a remedy for that
Edema.
yeah. So, back to your story.
Oh, so I had, and again, this is because I didn't have a coach to bounce ideas off. So the night before the weigh-in, I was 86 in the best shape of my life. There's a photo of me outside Bayswater Fitness with a blue singlet on, and I was fucking amazing shape, right? I thought it'd be a good idea to go down to 80 to middleweights the night before the weigh-in. I had no fat to lose, and no water really. And I dropped 7 kilos in 10 hours. Went to the sauna. I walked in and there's 2 or 3 guys getting it on, and I just sat there, and they sort of, I don't know if they're waiting for me to join in or leave, but I sat there for a while, and they had to let's stand up, and Gabrielle had to help me out of the bathroom because I was so weak. And I was fucked. Like I probably ate a little bit up after the weigh-in, but I couldn't even eat. I was so depleted. I couldn't pose properly, so I didn't even place. Whereas, and there was like it was a really strong lineup in the 80s that year. There's about 11 guys. Whereas if I'd stayed as a light heavy, there was 4 guys, and I would have won for sure. If if I'd just done nothing and put colour on, which is so often the case, isn't it? Do nothing.
Yeah, I know. Don't change anything.
Put your feet up, relax, do nothing.
I've fucked up the last week myself.
Yeah.
Most times because you think
you overthink it.
You got to do a massive load and a massive deplete and deplete then load and
all that shit.
With your water loading
All
and
that shit.
Yeah, I've come in looking little.
Yeah,
and flat.
Yeah,
and not full.
Yeah. Whereas a week before, or you eat afterwards, the next day.
But photos taken a week prior look fucking amazing.
Yeah.
They've done that almost every time.
Yeah, I know. That's why you got to have a second pair of eyes, just checking you, yourself before you wreck yourself.
Absolutely.
We've come up to the hour point. Is there anything else you want to cover?
Nah. Oh, did you end up starting your autobiography?
Not yet, but I've managed to gain a few more chapters over the last month.
What you need to do is write a contents page. Just write a list of chapters.
No, you just got to start writing.
No, I think you should have like an idea.
I've got ideas.
Chapters like,
I've
got
the
bodybuilding years,
the metal years.
Yeah, there's the other books within the book,
the steroid years.
But I'm sure there are like significant events that you can make into its own chapter.
Yeah,
like the crazy whatever person that was in your life.
Yes.
You should just make a note of that because then you'll have like
a skeleton.
A skeleton. That's right. Yeah. And then you can start writing. You can pick one of those and just start writing about that. Once you exhaust that story, you start the next one.
Yes.
You should do it, man.
Yeah. Then I can retire.
So
we just do podcasts permanently. On that note, that's the you put it on the desk because it gets resonating. If you want to subscribe to YouTube, you need to follow us on YouTube. follow us on Instagram. What's our Instagram handle?
Instagram is the push_podcast. That's it. The push_podcast. And then
send us a message, bitches.
Yeah.
Or some money. Or both. I'm Steve Machine Curran.
Kevin Big Daddy Allwood. We will see you next time with episode 23.
Peace out. Much love.